Good morning. This is Saran Jalal.
And this is Phanuma Ratana Manochai.
Alright, and today we will discuss to you how Google actually succeed in their business. Alright. Okay, so let's talk about Google. Google, as we all may know, Google is one of the top leading company in the world, and they have quite a lot of revenue. They have a lot of market capitalization. So to start with, let's talk about Google mission. Google mission is to basically organize the world information, and also, as you all may know, one of the Google philosophy is that be no evil, which means that basically you can be fun while doing the business. Alright, then for the reason that why we think Google actually work is that basically they have the balance between the human resource, the operation, and the marketing. So to say, Google have a good human resource. Basically, they have good employee, which lead to good operation. They have good products, and because they have good products, it basically leads to customer satisfaction. So it's kind of balance between all the three, which is basically the triad model, right? And then so now let's dig down into the employee. So when you work for Google, basically you have three things that is unique working for Google. Basically, you have the first of all would be the unique corporate culture, in which as you know, the Google core value is the innovation. So when you work for Google, you can contribute your idea of innovation. Basically, let me take you an example. Google have an what they call the Google Idea application. Basically, if you have an idea, you can put that into the intranet, and after that, you can let other employees vote as well. And if your idea get voted the highest, Google will actually realize it, and that is the reason you see a lot of new products such as the Google Doc, Google Calendars, Gmail, and so on. Right, then next we have the festive working environment. Basically, if you're internet for quite some time, you will see that there are some email saying about the Google Workplace, or in which they call the Googleplex. So what actually happened inside that Googleplex is that you will have like game room, snooker room, sleeping room, buffet room, and so all kind of rooms. So basically, they are trying to make the Googleplex become your second home for the employees, right? And last but not least, Google is quite famous for benefit and perks. So basically, as I have mentioned before, Google will offer to you the buffet lunch. I would say buffet meal because every meal is buffet. They will have like free transportation. They will have all kind of benefit you could imagine, healthcare, haircut, and so on. And in case you may not know, Google employees are quite a lot of them are actually millionaires. Right, and we have also got some of the video to show you how it's like working for Google. All right, let's see the video.
Okay, so after the employees are happy, they are delivering the service quality, which make the customers delight later on. So everything comes from the employees who are already happy, and they are happy to do so to the customers as well. So how do they delight the customer? First of all, there are instant search, which makes the customers easy to find their relevant websites, and it also provides the customer with other functions such as the photo search, the image, the video search, and even the pattern search for some inventor who would like to see other people patents to work on their invention or some technology later on. And what does Google search different from any other search? They have tailored their search engine by using their spatial algorithm for the search method, which makes only the most relevant website came up at the first, so customers do not have to have problem trying to see how relevant the search is to what they like. Next, the other thing that Google provides the customer is that after they make them delight, they also simplify the customer life. Not only Google have the search engine, they also have other functions such as Google Mail, Google Maps, and even the Google Calendar and the Google Docs. What they do is Google Mail would make their life easier in synchronizing their emails. Now the customers can now synchronize their mobile phone with the mail. So this makes the life convenience, and the mail is also for free, and the capacity is very large, and you can send a huge email at one time. The next is the Google Calendar, which makes the customers know exactly when or how or where they would have to go to their meeting or see their schedule, so they can plan ahead, and this is very convenient which the business is using. And the last one is a Google Docs, which is now synchronized with the mobile platform as well, and making the customer's life a lot easier. And next, after the customers are delighted, this is when Google collect their revenue from. After they have lots of traffic, people are coming in for the business. What they do for the business is that Google try to specify the advertisement which the other company came to hire Google to do so. So how it works is that when people search, for example, you search for an airline, if one particular airline has made the advertisement with Google, that search will came up at the front. So what is that good for the business? The business can now specify their advertisement to the person or the particular person who are interested in finding the airline. This is good both for the airlines and also for the employees, not for the employees, for the customers as well, because customers would like to buy something and the other airlines would like to sell something. This is a very good match for both of them. And lastly, we have some video to show you how the employees are being okay. And lastly, we have the video to show how the customers are really delighted about Google.
Hi Nai, where are we going today?
I think we should attend Asian Venture Challenge today.
Oh yes, is it being held at the Plaza Acne Hotel, right?
Yes, I think so. So, do you know how we can go there?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's really bad.
What should we do then?
Bing! Google Map can help you.
Oh,
Oh, yes. We can go there right now.
yeah.
Let's go.
Hi, Phú.
So, where are we going today?
Yeah, Swan Siam. Let's go.
I don't want to go to Sun Siam.
Why not? And then we go to Swensen.
No, I think we should go to shopping.
No. She probably
So now we see that Google actually have a lot of good employee, happy employee I would say. They have a lot of happy customers in both personal and the business sense. So what do we get here? So in terms of employee, Google has been voted the best place to work by Fortune magazine for like 3 to 4 years consecutively. And also you can see that the rising number of Google employees is the good evidence of how good they are treating the customers, the employees. And one of the things you could see is that Google actually came out with a lot of new product, which is a good proxy to say how innovative they are from the employee, right? In terms of customer, basically if you talk about search engine, Google will actually come top of mind, and they also have a lot of large customer base. When you go and talk to people, they are using Google, and moreover, you will see a lot of Google AdWords everywhere on the internet. And also, you also hear a lot of good news. A lot of good news and good word of mouth from Google. That is kind of like Google is great, basically. Right, and remember the balance triad I said before, the balance triad, the triangle. Actually, I have another model which I would say is better represent how Google actually work. It is called the service profit chain. So basically, what it says is that if you treat the employee good, they will be happy, and once they are happy, they produce a good quality of work. If they have good quality of work, they would have. The customer will say that they are happy, and therefore the customer will be happy. And once they are happy, they will gain. They will come back. There will be retention and repetition of purchasing and so on. And after that, you get more money, you get more revenue, you get more profitability, and in the end, you get the money from that feedback to the ISQ, the internal service quality, which again make the employee happy. So it's kind of like cycle. So altogether, this is why we think Google actually succeed in their business.
And this is the end of our presentation. So you have seen now how Google has worked throughout the years for their success and also their products and employees as well. And the next time you choose any search engine, think about Google. Thank you for your time.